We got like 4 days until it is game day, and your Baltimore Ravens, they are not done making moves. And this one might be one of the best they've made in the past month or so, as they signed 3-time All-Pro special teamer J.T. Gray to the practice squad. We got a lot coming up on today's show. We're going to start off by breaking down that new signing of J.T. Gray, and then we're going to go on to some great news and a massive injury update on cornerback Jaire Alexander. Then we're going to wrap this thing up with my prediction for the division winners. That way, when the season's over, we can look back and say, hey, Joey, all the way back in early September, you went a perfect 8 for 8. Speaking of it being September, it's time to grow, okay? And we've been growing each year over the last 3 years. 2023, 1,400 subs. Last year, 1,500 subs. This year, I want September to be like a 2,000 subscriber month. I need you guys to help me out, okay? We're always trying to get better. We're always trying to improve right here on the Ravens Rundown. 34,001 or 215 total subs to this channel. What do? Ravens shows daily right here. You don't need to go anywhere else. All you need right here on the Ravens Rundown. Hit that big red sub button. Help us keep growing in September. Jordan Schultz was the one who broke the news. I was actually in the middle of a work meeting today. Yes, it is true. If you work for a YouTube company, you sometimes have to do meetings as well. The Ravens are signing former Saints 3-time All-Pro special teamer and safety J.T. Gray. Gray was a surprise release earlier this week, had significant interest from a number of teams. Baltimore expects him to be on the field sooner rather than later. And I totally agree with Jordan Schultz. Like, I would expect him to be a part of the game day plans very, very soon. How soon, Joey? Well, I'm talking soon enough to where he might play Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. He was already at practice today. And why would he be needed so much on special teams? Well, it's because they lost so many key guys. Malik Harrison, he went to the Steelers. We're not even going to say his name ever again on this channel. Chris Board, he goes to the New York Giants. Kristian Welch, he's now with the Green Bay Packers. All three of those guys, especially those top two, with Harrison and Board, gave you solid special team minutes all last season long, okay? And so that's why I feel like the addition of Gray is so positive, and he can be a guy who comes in and makes a massive impact. A little bit more about him. Like we said, 3-time All-Pro. He was an All-Pro in 2019, 2021, and in 2024 as well. Over the last 5 years, he's played 70% of special team snaps for the Saints. 103 career tackles, and was drafted back in 2018. At the end of the day, guys, like, I will never say no to a good addition wherever it is on the field. Whether it's on offense, defense, special teams. Anytime you add somebody that's been an all-pro at a certain position, I don't care if you're a holder, I don't care if you're a long snapper, that's going to be a great addition to this team. Because special teams can win games, it can lose games. And now that you got a guy like J.T. Gray who's been an all-pro for being on special teams, that's going to help you out a ton. It's red pin time, okay? Act like we're back to school and grade the signing. Give it an A, B, C, D, or F in the comment section down below. Obviously, A means you love it. B means you're fine with it. C, D, F, you know what those means as well. Get that down in the comment section down below. Next up, we got to talk about Jaire Alexander, and Jeff Zreback gave us some great news on the cornerback. He was back at practice today. This was the first time since August 9th that Jaire Alexander has been on the practice field. And this is phenomenal, okay? I think that we can all be really excited about this. Again, like, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to say that this is the best thing that's ever happened for this franchise, because no, he hasn't practiced since August 9th. So I don't know what that means for his availability on Sunday. But you want him back at some point this season. And that's going to start when he starts getting on the practice field and he starts practicing again. And that started today. So that's great news. That's a great update coming out of Ravens practice from today. I feel like, in my opinion, he's going to be a game-time questionable decision for the Ravens game on Sunday. I know you're taking on a big opponent in the Bills, and I know that's a game you want to win to start off the season on a high note and not like you did last year with that loss to the Chiefs. But the fact that he might not play, like, I don't know, guys, if that's the worst thing. I know we all want him there. I know we all want to see number 23 out there on the field, playing in purple, black, and white. But I just don't want to rush him back and jeopardize the future of this team. Because when you signed Jaire Alexander, you kind of figured, okay, he's going to miss some time. I'd rather it be the beginning of the season than the end. So, in my opinion, it's not bad to slowly wade him back into the mix, see if you can get him 100% towards the middle of the season and going into the playoffs. Another reason it's not the worst thing is because this team, this cornerback room specifically, guys, it's pretty solid. Obviously, the starters are who the starters are. They're phenomenal. I really, really, really like them a lot. But, I don't hate thinking of Chidobe Awuzie or TJ Tampa playing some meaningful snaps against Buffalo, especially because I'm not in love with Buffalo's wide receiver, right? And so, sure, if Jaire doesn't play, that's a bummer. But there's a reason that TJ Tampa got so much run in the preseason. There's a reason that you signed Chidobe Awuzie back in March. There's a reason that Keon Martin made this final roster as an undrafted free agent. They've got confidence in those guys to go out there and play their style of football and to be a good cornerback and try to be the best cornerback that could be on this team. What say you? Will Jaire play against Buffalo? Weigh in for me. Comment section down below, okay? Give me a yes or give me a no. Will Jaire Alexander play against the Buffalo Bills? Something you need to say yes to is our friends over at Prize Picks. There is so many things I love about Prize Picks, but I think the thing I love most about it is it's the best place to, be right about sports. You think you know ball? Prove it to me on Prize Picks. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks puts their member first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And Prize Picks also offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. What I really, really like about Prize Picks is they offer something called injury reboots. If one of your player leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You could double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And speaking of picks, we got to talk about the Sunday night game. Ravens, Bills. Here's my lineup. Give me the more on Derrick Henry's 17.5 rush attempts. Give me the more on Josh Allen, half an interception. You know what? I think Lamar's going to have a day. So give me the more on him, 1.5 passing touchdowns. And again, if you use the flex play, if one of these doesn't hit, you can still win money. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The link to this promo is in the comments and also in the description of today's video. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Alrighty, we're going to wrap this thing up with my division winners, okay? In the North, in the NFC, that's where we're going to start. Give me the Packers to barely edge out the Detroit Lions. I think them adding Micah Parsons is going to push them over the top. If they wouldn't have done that, I would have had the Lions, but because they did, give me the Green Bay Packers. In the South, I'm going to take the Falcons. I know it's a hot take to take the Buccaneers, but I think Liam Cohen being gone for that offense is going to be really, really hard to overcome. So I like the Falcons with Michael Penix. In the East, I think it's the first time there's a repeat champ in the NFC East. I think it's the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think it starts tomorrow as they beat the Cowboys. And in the West, I think the 49ers kind of make a resurgence and remind everybody in the NFC just how good they truly are. Let's talk AFC. That's all we care about. In the North, give me the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think I need to go too in-depth on this. I think it's the best team in this division. Okay? Steelers, they don't scare me. Bengals, their defense is awful. They don't scare me. The Bills, they don't have a pulse. Give me Baltimore to three-peat and win the AFC North. The AFC South, I like the Texans, mainly just because I don't like anybody else other than them. I don't really like playing the Texans in the playoff isn't anything that scares me, but I do like them to win that division. In the East, because it's a cupcake, because it's a cakewalk, I got the Buffalo Bills. They're going to be way better than the Jets. They're going to be way better than the Dolphins. And, I think the Patriots are on a good step forward. They're just not there yet. And in the West, this one's close because I do think that the Denver Broncos are going to be really good this year, but I can't pick against the Chiefs for that AFC West. Now let me know your division winners in the comment section down below. While you're in the comment section, you'll find the links to my social media. You can find me at Joey Peterson8, not just on Twitter, but I'm also there on Instagram as well. Again, those links in the comments and description of today's video. And if you're not yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Sub for Ravens Dubs. If you want the Baltimore Ravens to keep winning, and if you want us to keep making videos, you'll do me one big favor, and you'll hit that subscribe button.